There's a strange kind of silence that happens when someone picks up a Rubik's Cube. The room doesn't get quieter, the mind does. You twist it once, twice, colors scatter like confetti, and suddenly you're trapped inside a problem that refuses to let you go. For some people, it was a toy. For others, it was a personal enemy. And for an entire generation, it became something much bigger, a global obsession that crossed borders, languages, and ideologies during one of the most divided periods in modern history. This is the story of how a small plastic cube from behind the Iron Curtain became one of the most recognizable objects on Earth. Welcome back to Retro Treasure Unearthed, where we dig into the objects that quietly shaped our world, not with explosions or headlines, but with curiosity, patience, and human ingenuity. Today's treasure isn't electronic, it doesn't plug in, and it doesn't need batteries. Yet somehow, it conquered classrooms, living rooms, TV shows, toy stores, and even the world of competitive sports. This is the Rubik's Cube. In 1974, in Budapest, Hungary, a professor named Erno Rubik wasn't trying to invent a toy. He was trying to explain three-dimensional movement.
My name is Erno Rubik. I was born here in this beautiful city of Budapest.
Rubik was an architecture professor, fascinated by spatial relationships, how objects move through space without falling apart. To demonstrate this idea to his students, he created a small wooden cube made of smaller blocks, each able to rotate independently. At first, it had no colors. Then came the moment that changed everything. Rubik scrambled the cube and realized he couldn't put it back. It took him over a month to solve his own invention. That struggle, the feeling of being both challenged and mesmerized, turned out to be the cube's secret power. By 1975, the puzzle was patented in Hungary as the Magic Cube. But Hungary was behind the Iron Curtain, and exporting toys to the West was anything but easy. That's where timing, luck, and curiosity stepped in. In the late 1970s, a few Western toy executives stumbled upon the Magic Cube at trade fairs. One of them immediately understood its potential, not as a simple toy, but as a thinking object. By 1980, the Magic Cube had a new name, the Rubik's Cube, and once it reached store shelves in the West, it exploded. By 1982, over 100 million cubes had been sold worldwide. It wasn't just kids. Adults brought them to offices. Students twisted them between classes. Teachers banned them. Parents stole them from their children. The Rubik's Cube appeared on talk shows, magazine covers, and even became a symbol of intelligence itself. Solving one wasn't just impressive, it was a badge of honor. In 1982, the first World Rubik's Cube Championship was held in Budapest.
Must have been this summer when the world's best arrived in Budapest to participate in a historic first. Just 8 years after its invention, the solving of Rubik's Cube had become a spectator sport.
The winning solve time? Just over 22 seconds. At the time, that felt impossible.
Min's final time? 22.95 seconds.
Today, it's almost slow. If you grew up anywhere between the 1980s and early 2000s, chances are you knew a Rubik's Cube. Maybe it sat untouched on a shelf, permanently scrambled. Maybe you peeled the stickers off and rearranged them, hoping no one would notice. Maybe you followed a tiny folded instruction sheet that felt more like a secret code than a guide. For many of us, the cube wasn't about solving, it was about trying. Long car rides, rainy afternoons, school desks when the teacher wasn't looking. There was something comforting about it. The soft plastic clicks, the resistance of each turn, the tiny victory of finishing just one side. It didn't rush you, it didn't beep or buzz, it waited. And in a world that was becoming faster every year, the Rubik's Cube quietly taught patience. Like many retro icons, the Rubik's Cube didn't disappear. It faded. By the late 1980s, the hype cooled. New toys arrived. Video games demanded attention. The cube became something you remembered, not something you carried. But it never truly went away. In the 2000s, a new generation rediscovered it, this time online. Tutorials replaced instruction sheets, algorithms replaced guesswork, and speedcubing transformed the cube from a puzzle into a sport. Today, world records are measured in seconds, not minutes. The cube didn't decline, it evolved. The Rubik's Cube is more than plastic and stickers. It's proof that a simple idea, born in a classroom, can reshape global culture. It crossed political borders during the Cold War. It made millions of people believe they were either brilliant or just one step away from being brilliant. And maybe that's why it endures. Because every time you pick one up, scrambled and imperfect, it quietly asks the same question it always has. Want to try again? Thanks for digging into this retro treasure with me. If you enjoyed this journey, like, subscribe, and let me know. Did you ever solve one? Honestly, I'll see you in the next unearthed memory.